What's good, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to be looking at a pretty cool sneaker, in my opinion, guys. And that is the NikeCraft General Purpose Shoe, or the GPS. And it's a sneaker that I'm really excited to finally be doing a review on. And before making this video, guys, I actually had no idea who Tom Sachs is, surprisingly enough, because I'm actually a huge fan of Casey Neistat. And Casey Neistat seems to draw a lot of his inspiration from Tom Sachs. But when I saw these, actually my friend Ryan told me that there was a lot of hype. So I was like, all right, cool. I mean, it looks like a really basic kind of sneaker, and come to find out, Tom Sachs is actually a pretty cool guy. Kind of a lot of DIY kind of things, hands-on, crafty kind of guy. So, you know, he needs a sneaker that can pretty much do it all, and it's gonna be able to handle a lot of wear and tear. And this sneaker is exactly what that is. And I saw that article where the title was just a boring sneaker, and that's pretty much what they were saying that this sneaker is, just a basic kind of boring sneaker. But it's made with a lot of durable materials that are gonna allow you to kind of just do all kinds of crazy activities, and it really made me look more into the sneaker, and I kind of love it. Unfortunately, I did already promise these to somebody. Having now these in hand and like feeling the materials, how rigid it is, how heavy and kind of like tough the outsole and the midsoles are, it's just like this would have been a perfect sneaker for me to keep. Fortunately, they're going to somebody that I also know will put them to use, somebody in the military, and somebody that's actually gonna put these things to be used the way that they were meant to be used. After a brief hiatus following the renewed Mars Yard series, Nike and Tom Sachs joined forces again in 2022 for the NikeCraft General Purpose Shoe. The NikeCraft General Purpose Shoe, or GPS, is a minimalist, do-everything shoe that will thrive in any possible scenario thrown your way. In a clean styling, the GPS boasts a three-piece molded cup sole, suede mud guards, microfiber collar, and an ultra-breathable knit that is open enough to breathe but tight enough to fend off rain and snow. Touching on Sachs' previous designs, a waffle tread outsole similar to that of the first Nike Moon shoe and tongue with exposed foam edges adds a vintage appeal. The GPS actually released June 2022 for about $110. And I was lucky enough to actually be able to hit on the Tom Sachs website. I was actually at work during my lunch break when I got the notification. I didn't even know that they were dropping on that day. And I joined like, I think 5 or 10 minutes late. And I went for my size just so I can do the on-foot review of them, and I hit, and I feel like they made a lot of pairs of these because I saw a lot of W's on Twitter. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about the design. Obviously, it's a rubber outsole, rubber midsole, so the rubber itself is gonna last years, and you can tell from just the heftiness of the sneaker itself that it is going to last a long time. I do like the black outsole with the nips on them, and you also have the US patent right here, which I'm assuming is the patent for the sole itself. And then you also have the NikeCraft. I did like that they kept the original Nike logo on the tongue. You also have the two pull tabs on the heel and also on the tongue. Also on the tongue, you do have the Tom Sachs there with the serial number. And it also says it here, the NikeCraft shoes are manufactured to the exact specifications of champion athletes throughout the world. NikeCraft supports all the activities of your life and tells your story. And from the first impressions of the shoe, it's a pretty basic shoe. Obviously, that was the purpose with this shoe, and that was what Tom Sachs and Nike were trying to do when creating the shoe. It's a shoe that it's not going to be flashy, and it's a shoe that is going to be for everyday kind of activities. And it's a shoe that you're not going to really care about getting dirty or messing up or having to worry about tearing something like that, which is why they use like really great materials on these. The suede feels really nice, that's on the toe. Obviously the midsole, it's very sturdy, very strong midsole and outsole. I feel like it's true to size, judging from the way they feel on feet. They did come in women's sizing with extended sizing so that guys with bigger feet can also get their hands on these, even in the women's sizing. On the inside, you have this padding right here for the heel, which is really nice, and it just also supports that mindset that these are kind of a sneaker that is all-purpose, kind of a sneaker that you can wear pretty much any day and every day and not having to worry about comfort or sacrificing its reliability. And like I mentioned earlier, unfortunately, I did promise these to somebody already, but now having them in hand, I really would want a personal pair. And it's a sneaker that I'm probably going to try to get in the future. And obviously, even this shoe has a lot of hype. But the fact that the price tag was $110 to me is very appealing. And let's get close and personal real quick so we can look at some of the details. Like I mentioned, you have the suede on the toe, you have that same suede up the lids here. You have some suede on the back of the heel, and then you have the Nike logo kind of pressed in that handwritten, which looks really nice in my opinion. You have the bright blue 2 pull-up tags. The inside is also that nice bright blue with the Nike Craft on the inside. Then the outsole is this black, this matte black with the nips on there, and also you have 2 nips right on the front, right here on the toe. The actual midsole itself is like this gum color rubber, and it's very sturdy, very stiff. It's definitely going to last. And the lining itself is pretty thin, but it does look like it's layered, so you should be protected from all the elements. And there's some nice padding on the inside. The tongue itself feels like it's pretty thin as well, but it's also layered, and it looks like it's breathable. You can actually see the light coming through it. In terms of details, that's pretty much everything about this sneaker. Overall, very simple sneaker, a sneaker that I feel like will last for years, and for $110 you really can't ask for anything more. It is a very simple, kind of boring sneaker, but it's a sneaker that you can throw on and pretty much do any activity and not have to worry about destroying it, because that's pretty much what the sneaker was intended for. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, and remember to hit that subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss any of these sneaker videos coming out in the future. There are some different colorways hopefully dropping. Sachs did say on his Instagram to stay tuned. There's probably gonna be another restock on these. So if you didn't get your pair the first time, don't feel left out. You might have another chance to get these, and they're also dropping different colorways, so I'm really excited to see that. As always, thanks so much for checking out the video. I'll catch you guys in the next sneaker video.